Honestly, man, I don't know what y'all think about this, but dating is very challenging. Definitely when you don't know if you're dealing with the right person or if you're making the right investment, I would say. I've been in that situation several times where I meet somebody, I like them, they like me, and I'm investing my time, my energy, my money in dates, and then the relationship never flourishes. It turns sour, and that's just wasted money. A godly man, I want to make good investments, and I want to return off my investment. So this video we're going to react to real quick, man. It's about how dating has become expensive. Dating has always been expensive in my opinion, and it's getting even more expensive for other people. But for me, at this point in my life, I think a woman has to qualify to go on a date with me. She has to meet certain qualifications. I'm not compromising relationships with God or how she looks and what she wears. I'm not gonna compromise certain things. I feel like certain things are red flags. I'm not going to invest my money into something that's not gonna pay off or pay me back in the long run. So I'm no longer making bad investments, basically. So let's get into the video, man. And how much are you willing to spend on a date? How much are you willing to spend? I know how much. I know my budget is zero right now. I'm not willing to spend anything on anybody. I'm spending time with me, myself, God, the Word. I want to date, but I just don't see any. I don't see anybody that qualifies for a date with me and me spending my money on them. I don't see that happening no time soon. I plan on going on a little vacation within a couple of days to this new casino that just opened up, and they have all these restaurants inside of the casino. And, I haven't had a good steak in a long time, and I was thinking to myself, like, I could easily bring somebody with me, or I could easily, meet somebody and take them out on a date, get to know them. I don't even know anyone that qualifies, and my standards aren't high. They're just biblical. I have biblical standards, and it's just hard to find someone who's walking down that straight and narrow. It's hard to find somebody who has those standards. So honestly, I might be going on this little date or on this little vacation by myself, and I don't mind going by myself. I'll just do some food reviews or something like that, and I'm gonna invest in myself. I work very, very hard, so it is what it is. So anyway, let's get into this video.
Half of all Americans say that they've been going on fewer dates due to the state of the economy. Nearly half of all single Americans think dating is not financially worth it. The average date in the US costs $189 as of February 2026, which is up 12.5% from 2025.
Oh my God. The average date cost $189? Man, I think the last date I went on, it was like maybe $75, maybe 80. We had drinks. I remember getting a margarita or something like that. She had a drink as well. We ordered sides, appetizers. We had everything. It was about 85 bucks. 180. I can't even see 168. That's crazy. And that's just what it takes for the date. Like that's probably just the food. What about the ride? What about getting your hair cut, getting groomed up, man? That's serious. That's serious.
On top of that, 50% of Gen Z and 40% of millennials say the cost of dating gets in the way of reaching their financial goals.
Why would I spend $100 on someone I might not even vibe with?
So we're seeing that there's this increased cost of living, and it's lowering our dating frequency and how we're seeing or perceiving dating. We're seeing people have fewer dinners out, and there's a lower tolerance for higher risk meetups.
Many dating apps are struggling to maintain monthly active users. Wall Street has noticed. The top two dating app stocks, Match Group and Bumble, have been on the decline since the end of the pandemic.
So I think it's not just dating, but in general, life becoming more expensive can be an important part of dating and people's ability to find romantic matches.
I think that fundamentally we are looking at broad structural changes that influence people's marriageability or dateability perceptions, both of themselves and of other individuals. And that makes them disinclined to enter into the dating market. For young men in particular, they're...
If my woman ain't looking at me like this while we on a date, I don't want her. I'm gonna just tell you right now. I done spent $189 on a date, And if you ain't looking at me like this, look at me. If you're not looking at me like this, all in my grill, playing with your hair, listening to what I'm saying, oh no. You gotta come with that energy. You gotta come with that energy, baby, baby. You gotta look at me. Look at me. Come on now. That's what we want. We want that attention. Look at the attention to detail. She all up in you see the eye to eye contact right there? That's what we looking for. If you're not giving off this, you giving off this, I'm better than you energy. I can't deal with it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Lord, I'm gonna wait on mine, Lord. I'm gonna wait on her. I'm waiting on her. I'm sorry, y'all.
Prospects and dating prospects are very much linked and have never, frankly, been more grim.
So, what happens when finding love takes more financial risk? Almost everything has gotten more expensive in the past 6 years, and dating's no exception. The typical Gen Z American went on about 9 dates in 2025. And with Gen Z spending about $205 per date on average, that number includes everything such as transportation, clothing, grooming, and what you're actually spending on the date. That works out to roughly $1,845 per year.
Gen Z now ranges from teenagers to people in their late 20s, so there isn't one clean government income figure for the whole generation.
But among full-time workers as of late 2024, median annual earnings were just under $40,000 for ages 16 to 24 and around $59,000 for ages 25 to 34. That means dating accounts for around 3 to nearly 5% of their annual income.
When the cost of living rises, people date much more defensively. They're taking fewer chances and fewer connections are formed.
It's also going to take away from your mental budget, right? You're not going to be able to pay as much attention. You're probably not going to feel as much in mood to feel happy, to channel yourself in the best light. And that's going to take away from your interest in trying to go into these romantic partnerships as well.
There's such a higher chance that something doesn't click. And then there goes, your $40 dinner bill down the drain on, someone that you might never talk to again.
On a first date in New York.
Boy, the pain of y'all just don't know seeing that bill, signing off on that bill, knowing that this thing ain't going. You just $45 plus 20. That oh my God, that's $65 down the drain. You can't get back. She done ate, had a good time, had a drink, got a little buzz, and this thing ain't going nowhere. Man, y'all be cautious. Y'all be cautious when it comes down to who you choose to take on a date. Make sure she qualifies. Make sure she hits every standard you have, man. Like, just period. Because if I'm gonna invest in a stock, I want to make sure that stock is gonna bring dividends back. It's gonna bring something back to me. I don't want to invest in anything that I'm not interested in. I don't want to compromise on anything when it comes down to the woman I choose to take out on a date. If I take you out on a date, it's because I'm really interested in you and I really want to get to know you, and hopefully in hopes of the relationship flourishing into something else, something big. But man, signing off on that paper, giving a $20 tip, that's almost 50% of the bill right there. Like 40-something% of the bill. In a relationship not doing it, man, that's a bad investment. I'm no longer making bad investments, man. I'm talking to all the guys, all the godly guys out there, man, don't make a bad investment. Let's stop that right now. Let's save our money. Take our own self. Go out to eat by yourself. Go out to eat by yourself, man. That brought back memories. I'm sorry.
New York City, I would probably spend around $45 to $50. It's enough not to break the bank. I budget around $150 to $200 a month for dating.
I try to hedge my bets when it comes to first dates, and I go to something that is not necessarily an expensive date, just drinks or coffee. Something where, if I spend an extra $10 on this person that I may not like, it's not the end of the world.
That financial pressure is a difficult hurdle to clear. Money is an early, unavoidable part of dating.
I think you have to budget a little bit for it.
Fear of financial entanglement and financial commitment when it comes to dating could make people much slower to commit or even much quicker to retreat if there's a sign that something might be off. People may look at dating as being something that could theoretically be an investment. Financially, if you're putting in this money, you're hoping to get an investment in the same way you would if you were paying for a Netflix subscription and hoping to get a good deal of entertainment. But dating is very dissimilar from taking a movie on a streaming service.
Paying for the
You know what we need to bring back, guys, is coffee dates. Let's take them on a coffee date. A couple coffee dates. You don't qualify for that big meal yet. You know what? I'm gonna take you on a coffee date. We'll get some coffee, get some tea, talk through some things, see if we're compatible, which people like to use. But I'm looking for like a woman that's equally yoked to make sure we got the same mindset. We're looking for the same things, but we got to bring back them coffee dates because these sit down dinners, they too high. Average dinner 168, 189. That's crazy. That's crazy. Are y'all still taking women out? Leave a comment in the comment section. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Peace, y'all.